this video, I'm going to demonstrate how we install the IntelliJ IDEA. So what I've done is I've gone to the JetBrains.com website and went into the IDEA subpage, and in here you'll find a download button. So we'll go and click the download button, and in here we'll see that we have two options for download. The version that we're going to install in this video is the Community Edition. So I'm going to go ahead and click download on this one, and you'll see that it starts downloading down here, and once this is done we will start the installation. Now that we have finished our download, I'm going to go ahead and start the installer. And a window like this will pop up, and we will just click next on the first screen. Here you can decide where you want to install the program. I'm going to go ahead and use the suggested destination folder. In here you're free to choose whatever you would like. The only thing that I'd suggest that you select here is to create a desktop shortcut for easy access in the future. Here you'll select the Start Menu folder, and once this is done, the installer will simply start and it'll run all by itself. So we'll pick up once this is done. Now the installation has completed, and I'm going to tick off the Run IntelliJ IDEA Community Edition box here to have it boot up once the installer finishes. Now at this point you may or may not encounter this dialog here. This depends on whether or not you have had a previous version of the IntelliJ IDEA installed before, but regardless I'm going to click Do Not Import Settings to start off from scratch. Once the loading screen has completed, you'll be presented with this dialog here, and what we're going to do here is we're going to click New Project. Once we've done that, up here you will probably not be able to select anything. The only reason that I can select the project SDK up here is because I have an older version installed, but for the sake of this tutorial here, I'm going to show you what to do if you do not have an SDK installed already, or if you don't have the correct version installed. So what you're going to do is you're going to click the Download JDK here. In here you'll be presented with some options. You can click a vendor down here, and what we're going to select for this tutorial here is Oracle OpenJDK. And up here we can select the version, and we're going to go with the latest version, which is version 16, and we're going to click download. It'll now download and install a JDK for us without us actually needing to do anything more. And once this is completed, you'll see that we'll be able to select it as the project SDK up here. So we're going to select that. We're not going to leave any check marks in Groovy or Kotlin, and we're just going to click Next here. We're going to select Create Project from Template, and you'll see that we will only have one template available here, and this is the command line app template. Now what this does for us is that it will create an initial class for us. Now we have to recall that all Java programs have to be contained within classes, and within this class it'll also create what we will need to start out writing our code. This means that it'll create the main method that we have not covered yet, but as we recall, it is within the brackets of the main method that we need to write the program statements that we are going to have executed by our Java program. So I'm going to go ahead and check off the Create Project from Template and select the command line app. I'll give my project a name, and we could call this the Hello World example. And then I'm going to click Finish. Once this is done, a new window is going to pop up, and you may get some tip of the day tooltip here as well. You can just close that, and then you'll see that we are actually ready to start writing our code within the brackets here, as we have been taught in the lectures. So for the sake of this video, I'm just going to finish off by creating a small Hello World example. And in order to create a hello world example in Java, we're going to write system out print and then make some brackets, and within those brackets I'll just leave these small marks here, and between those two marks I'm going to write hello world. Then I'm going to end the statement with a semicolon. This is the terminator that we need to complete all our statements with in Java so far. And once this is completed, we are actually ready to run our first Java program. So I'm going to click the small play button up here. And hopefully we will see that our program produces a small output down here, hello world, and this completes this screencast.